What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout and welcome to the second upload of the day. Today we're covering Latam Regionals breakdown. Yeah, full breakdown, 8 decks plus a bunch of cool info on what was played and stuff. So we're just gonna jump into it, but before we jump into it, huge shout out to the Coffee Club, our lovely patrons who buy us coffee and keep us going. Guys, it's thanks to the Coffee Club that we're able to do this. Like, they give us the energy to buy coffee so that we can actually keep on doing this at this pace, because this week we're having a double upload. So if you want to join the Coffee Club, link is in the description below. And yeah, I guess that's it. Roll the video! As with all of our videos, let's start with the breakdown. So this was an online regional event organized by Latam TCG Events. Amazing TO, it's always a pleasure to work with Latam TCG Events. 41 players in total. That's not high for Latam regionals, but trust me, this has nothing to do with the event itself. It has everything to do with something else that's going on. If you have seen my previous videos, you might have noticed a pattern. We will talk about this later this week. Best of 1 pre-side, 5 rounds in total. We were once again the official casters. Thanks Latam for having us. You can find the live stream link in the description below. The games were really awesome. And finally, last but not the least, huge shout out to everyone who participated at the event, to the TO, judges, players, everyone. Now let's check out the top 8. Here is the top 8, guys. Look at this. First off, yeah, a lot of Gohans, but read that first place, man. Read that first place. Apeku wins a regional event. I'm so excited about this. Huge shout out to Oscar, to the Apeku player who won the regionals. Guys, yeah, Oscar played phenomenally. And I actually talked to Oscar after the event, and I've asked him, my friend, how did you play against Gohan? And he told me the following. He told me that he lost all of his dice rolls, that he was very unlucky, and he told me the secret to beating Gohan, something that we see these highly skilled players use more and more often. He told me, I have faced 2 Gohans. I've beat both of them. How? You just don't charge your third energy. That's it. You just don't charge your third energy until you really need it. And then Gohan is stuck with a bunch of dead cards in hand. Like, he can't do Fated, he can't do Boss Monster, so you just took away a couple of cards and then you're gonna attack him and force him to use them. That's how you beat Gohan, basically. Congratulations. Second place, Trunks Reboot. Trunks Good Stuff. Another awesome deck for fighting Gohan, because Gohan can't crit you when you're playing Trunks Reboot. So yeah, there's that. Awesome. Congratulations. Third place Gohan, 4th place Gohan, 5th place Gohan. So yeah, we have 3 Gohans in the top 8. Then we have Majin Vegeta on 6th place, Golden Frieza BT1 on 7th place, and then SSG Trunks on 8th place. Another deck which can just choose not to charge free energies and then just go crazy on Gohan. So yeah, these are the top 8. Congratulations to everyone. Let's check out all of the leaders. So we had 8 Gohans, 6 Majin Vegetas, 4 Androids 21, 2 Apekus, 2 Cell Reboots, 2 Zamasus BT10, 2 Golden Friezas, 2 Soul Strikers, and a post-edit correction, because I missed this one, 2 SSG Trunks as well. So we had a lot of decks which repeated, but in very low quantities, and an exceptionally high quantity of Gohans. So what about the leaders which had less than 2 decks? We had 1 Topo. Congratulations to the Topo pilot. It's been really cool to talk with him. about Topo. We've been discussing Topo ever since I put out the deck for it. Like, it's really cool to see someone bring Topo. And then we have Gotenks Reboot, Super 17 BT5 Super 17, SSG Trunks, Android 18 BT20, Hatch, Trunks Reboot, Frieza Swap, Blue Bojack, King Cold, and Cooler Mill. So yeah, there's quite a lot of diversity when it comes to leaders. Now let's check out the colors. Let's start with color diversity. We're looking at all of the leaders combined together. 13 green decks, 12 yellow, 11 blue, 3 black, and 1 red. 1 red. What can we see here? We can see that there is a very healthy balance among the 3 prominent colors, blue, yellow, and green. Like, there's not a lot of difference here. This is a very healthy balance when you look at these 3. However, then you look at the other 2, and then you're just like, come on, man. Black not doing so well in representation, but still we had Trunks in the top 8, and red is just flat out dead in the current meta. Red is just dead. Now let's check out the leader diversity. So 1 leader, 1 data entry, 5 Gohans, 1 Gohan still. That's basically how we're looking at this number. 6 blue, 5 green, 5 yellow, 3 black, and 1 red. Once again, a very healthy diversity across all of the board. So 6, 5, 5, 3. There's not a lot of difference in. There's not a huge gap in the amount of leaders represented at the event, except when it comes to red. So yeah, red is doing pretty poorly right now. It's called Karma, and yeah, I guess that's it. Let's check out the decks. Let's check out the deck lists. First off, first place, Oscar's Apeku. Yeah, you can see this is a pretty unorthodox list. For example, he's not running robotic at all. That's because he's not running enough extra cards to even justify robotic. He's just playing 3 releases from Evil. He told me that he's feeling pretty confident without it. He has Vegetos, he has Coolers here. He has a lot of ways to stop his opponent. He has blocker barrier guys, so he's doing pretty well. He doesn't need robotic. And then we have the side deck here. You don't usually see these ones, so that's pretty cool to see. We're just gonna go over them very briefly. Links to all of them are in the description below. Second place, Julian's Trunks Reboot. So this one, it's basically good stuff, but he's playing a lot of defenses here. So 4 pseudo super combos in total, plus 4 super combos, so that's like 8 plus 3 Senzu Beans, and then you have 2 Ultra Instinct Kamehameha, 4 Realm of the Gods Beerus. He is playing this very, very defensively. He's only running 3 copies of the 8-drop Oob and 2 copies of the 6-drop Oob, and then eventually he just kinda beats you with his boss monster. He has 4 copies of Mortals Be Gone for some added double strike pressure. So yeah, this is basically very good stuff, but the good thing about Trunks Reboot is that you can't crit him, and that's what Gohan really wants to do. Then we have the Z deck, and finally here is the side deck as well. Third place, Andres Herrera's Gohan. So going over this one is actually interesting. It's very interesting. The first thing that you notice, he's not running Trunks Vegeta at all. He's not running these 2 at all. But instead he's running very heavy hand destruction. He's running this one, who can discard 1, like which can discard 1 when he attacks. He's running monkeys. He's running 2 copies of the newest Reddits, which can warp 1 from your opponent's hand. Then, like, here is the Spirit Bomb Goku. He's running Cooler, Ribrian, Dowa. So this is a very, very hand destruction focused one, but it's not running Trunks and Vegeta, which is a pretty bold choice, to be honest. And then we just have the side deck. We have Fated Rivals, which makes sense because Celzino is the boss monster here. Then 4th place, Marcello's Green Gohan. This one is also, I would say, pretty standard. It's once again hand destruction build, once again running Celzino, though this one is opting to use Vegeta and Trunks, and he's also running Fated Rivals because it's easier than to get to the 12 energy which you need, 12 cost which you need for Celzino. And the rest is, well, pretty standard here. Then 5th place, Felipe's Green Gohan, similar to Marcello's, and you can see also running Fated Rivals in the main deck, also running Celzino. It looks like Celzino is favored in Latam. In some other regions it's usually like Goku instead of Celzino, or like Cell Max. But yeah, all of these are like very hand destruction heavy. And yeah, we have the side deck here. We have this one, this Cooler, which is pretty cool to see, and we also have Broly here as well for some added hand destruction, and then we have the Enchinhan. So yeah, side deck is pretty interesting. Side deck is definitely pretty interesting. 6th place, Federico's Majin Vegeta. This is a very standard Majin Vegeta build. He's also running Deluge of Power for some even added pressure, and then the sideboard is pretty standard. 7th place, Thomas's Golden Frieza. It's a very standard build again, you know, because there is not a lot of experimentations. I say standard build quite often, but you know, like I said in a previous video, if it ain't fixed, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. So we already know the formulas and the measures and everything for some of these decks, ratios and stuff. So yeah, that's why they look so similar to the ones that you have seen before. They're pretty optimized. Though he's running 2 copies of Flash of Brilliance, I like that. I like this boss monster. And he's even running 2 copies of Emperor of Universe 7. Hopefully not to evolve over the 5 drop. I know he's not doing this. I know he's a phenomenal player. Then 8th place, Juan's SSG Trunks. The only black deck in the top 8. Yeah. Running 2 copies of Petrification, and I think that there is even one more in the sideboard. If you're playing black, you just have to run. I would maybe even bump it to 4 copies in total, and then depending on how confident I feel, either go like 2-2 or 3-1. We would see. Anyways, yeah guys, so this is the list, this is the sideboard, and yeah, that's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below, what is your opinion on the current meta in Latin America? What do you think of this breakdown? Are you surprised to see some of these decks in the top 8? Let me know in the comments. I read all of your comments, I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. Guys, we're having a competitive week with double uploads. We're gonna have how to play Broly hopefully tomorrow or at some point. I'm really trying to get it out as fast as possible. And we're gonna have some, like I've hinted, some other competitive videos, particularly on the state of the competitive scene. Anyways guys, to catch all of those, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons, share the video so that more people can see these breakdowns, and I'll see all of you in the next video.